I sat on the front porch of that old house where I was born and raised. Stared off at the dusty fields, and always worked hard every day. I think it kind of hurt him when I said, Daddy, there's a lot that I don't know. Don't you ever dream of a life where corn don't grow. Well, he just sat there silent, staring in his favorite coffee cup. And I saw a storm of mixed emotions in his eyes. He looked up. He said, I know at your age, it seems like this damn world is turning slow. And you think you'll find an answer to it all where corn don't grow. Hard times are real, there's dusty field. No matter where you go, you might change your mind, 'cause the weeds are high where corn don't grow. I sat there feeling guilty as he got up and walked back in the house. Lord, I was only 17 back then, but I felt like I knew more than I do now. And I can't say he didn't warn me, this city life's a hard road to hoe. Oh, ain't it funny how a dream gets turned around where corn don't grow. 'Cause hard times are real, there's dusty field. No matter where you go, you might change your mind, 'cause the weeds are high where corn don't grow.
To the 12, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. It is a touchdown, Bighorns!
What is going on, boys and girls? Welcome to Tennessee Tuesday, where we talk about what just happened the previous weekend and what's going to happen the upcoming weekend. And since we were on and off week this past weekend, we can talk about the weekend before when we played South Carolina. Here, I'm going to talk about it for about 5 seconds. Here we go. And that concludes the talk about South Carolina. So we got Texas A&M coming up this week. And my boy Jason E. Jones is going to join me here after a while. He said he's going to be a little bit late today. I don't know what he's got going on out there in Vegas. But we're going to talk about Jimbo today. If y'all want to, we're going to talk about Max Johnson, the backup quarterback that is taking over for the Aggies. And we're going to talk about, well, all things about this game. And there's a lot to talk about. This is a huge, as Sleeta would say, game for Tennessee. Why? 2 reasons. 1, because it's the next game on the schedule. And 2, because it's a good opponent. I would go so far as to say maybe the best opponent we will face this year before next week. And we'll get to that. By the way, guys, something amazing happened to me today. My dog came back to life. You remember Archie, my little beautiful little silver toy poodle. He came back to life today. For 15 seconds, he crawled up out of that grave, and he came back to life just long enough to give me a message to pass on to you guys. Anybody want to hear it? I mean, there's not many people in here right now, so I might have to play it again. But here's Archie's message to me and all of Vol Nation.
Raggedy ass aggies! Roll Tide my ass! I came back to life just to say, screw you, Bama, bitches.
Bitches? Oh, Archie putting the punch. Archie always had a punchline for things. And to say, screw you, Bama, and put a punchline like that on it was just beautiful, beautiful work. That wasn't enough. Excuse me, that wasn't enough. My daughter, who is now 23 years old and at work right now, so how she did this is beyond me. She came back to when she was like 2 years old just to sing for Daddy.
Hey boys and girls, this is BBD Baby Cave. I'm gonna sing for you. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top. Woo! Rocky Top, Tennessee. Love you, mate.
Just touches the heart, doesn't it? Doesn't that just warm your heart to see young Kayla coming back to sing for Daddy? Such a lovely song. It's such a lovely song. You know, Matt Dermott says, "Ha! What'd you think about that, Matt? What'd you think about this?"
Raggedy ass aggies! Roll Tide my ass! I came back to life just to say, screw you, Bama, bitches.
Man, there's some incredible apps out today. And I don't hardly ever download anything I see on Facebook anymore because I got burnt. I do too, Matt. I got burnt trying to order some hoodies last year on Facebook, and I got totally burnt. But I saw that app today, and I was like, that is cool. So, yeah, you guys are probably going to be seeing some good shorts coming up pretty soon. I got a couple of others, one of which will never see the light of day, and another one of Kayla that's kind of funny. But we'll play with that app and see what we can do with that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Look, my whole reason for starting this channel 14 years ago was to get on here and have fun. And primarily to talk Tennessee football and to meet new people on and off of YouTube. I've done that. I've met some super cool people that I've got to go hang out with and spend time with. And there's some new people on this channel now. And I'm here 14 years later still, after beaten death 3 times, having a leg chopped off, kidney failure 3 times. I'm still here doing my thing on YouTube, trying to grow this channel. And that's what we're going to continue to do. Need your help to do that. If you guys would share these out, I sure would appreciate it. Get as many people as we can in here, build this thing up. Gonna, like Angry Titan says, he's a member of this channel. If you want to join, it's very easy. There's a join button right down there somewhere under me. It's hiding under the VOLS sign. Click that. You can choose a level to sign up. And I'm going to be adding some emojis. At some point, I'm going to have some merch on here because I've had people from time to time say, hey, BBD, why don't you have any merch? And I'm like, well, because I don't really have any merch. I might see what I can come up with. I've had people in the past buy orange anal. Those are, oh my God, I got to change that. Orange anal beads. Thanks for the super chat, Angry Titan. That should have been a $20 super chat for that comment. He says, what's with the orange anal beads behind you? Come on, bro. All right, you asked for it. I'll do it. How about this one? Is this better? Is that better? That looks a little better, don't it? Do they get an app? No. I don't know of any channel you can join where you get an app. If you join the channel, Marlboro, I'll tell you where you can get one. I'll tell you a whole bunch of places where you can get some apps. You know, there's plenty of good places on the internet to get apps. Just not on this channel, unfortunately. We're gonna work on some emojis. That help? Would that entice you, Mr. Marlboro Silver 72? I sure would love to know who you are. If I drop the link, will you come in here and talk to me? I bet you won't, will you? I bet you won't. That would give up your identity, and we can't have that. No, I believe I'll pass on the houndstooth, Ramajamma Taylor. I do appreciate the offer. I do have this. Let's see if you like this better. Okay, it's a pass on the anal beads. I'm deleting that. Leave it to Angry Titan to come up with that. How about this? Footballs, anyone? Anybody want some footballs? There's some footballs for that ass. It is a football channel, right? It is a football channel, so excuse me, why not have some footballs on here? And we're talking football, man. As soon as Jason gets in here, we'll talk all things Texas A&M. I went over the stats last night on my 20-minute live from the Bama Texas A&M game, and it was scary. Alabama had 23 yards rushing, something like that. I know Milroe lost some of the rushing yardage, getting sacked and whatnot. But still, even if you add those yards back, they still had way under 100 yards rushing. And Bama's supposed to be a rushing team this year. Only thing they were rushing Saturday was they were rushing to the exits to get the hell out of there against Texas A&M because they were having trouble running the ball. They got out by the skin of their teeth, or in my case, the skin of their gums. You just got here, Huffer Billy Paul, right? I think you just arrived. I think I'm going to play this several times tonight because I think it's cute and I think it's funny, and it's only 15 seconds long. But here you go, Huffer Billy Paul.
Hey, boys and girls, this is baby Kale. I'm gonna sing for you. Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top. Woo! Rocky Top, Tennessee. Love you, mate.
They might get their running game back. My God, Angry Titan, what are you doing? You like that one? Huffer Billy Paul, you'll love this one.
Raggedy ass aggies. Roll Tide my ass. I came back to life just to say, screw you, Bama, bitches.
That's just funny to me, man. I'm sorry. It's obviously an app that's just made up, but that's just funny. That's just funny. Hey, for you, if there's any Clemson fans in here besides Huffer Billy Paul, I found out something I didn't know today. Jordan Sorrells, who is the grandson of Fred Sorrells, who is the legendary coach at Greenville High for the football team, is the director of recruiting at Clemson. So this weekend they had two Green Devils and one future Green Devil in their recruiting section in the stands, along with head coach Eddie Spradlin. So they got to go hang out at Clemson, see all the Clemson traditions, and the best part, which was kind of in my opinion, a backhanded troll, was one of the players for Wake Forest was a Greenville guy, Cameron Hyde. He started at tight end, got a catch in the game, so they got to see him. But they were there, for Clemson, as Clemson's guests. Isn't that pretty cool? Greenville football, man. See, Jay Shipes, you need to be watching my Greenville videos. All right. Are you serious, Huffer Billy Paul? Why would I lie to you about that, bro? Seriously, why would I lie about that? I mean, because that is easy to look up, and it would have been easy to get busted if I'd lied. But no, it's the truth, man. It is the truth. The director of recruiting at Clemson is a Greenville guy. How about that? Maybe that's why the recruiting sucks. A lot of them might be thinking, but their recruiting doesn't suck, man. I mean, Clemson's recruiting's been stellar the last however many years. I forget how many years Jordan's been there. You might know now, Huffer Billy Paul. He sure has a funny way of proving it, Paul. Nobody watches those videos anyway, and I'm fine with that. I just want the kids to watch them and the parents of the kids, because that's who I make them for. I do those videos for the kids. Most of them seem to love it, you know. So that's the reason I started, and that's the reason I continue to do those videos. I don't care if they only get 80, however many kids are on the team, 88. We'll just say if the Greenville video only gets 88 views, I'm good with that. If it's 88 kids suit up on Fridays, nobody will be suiting up this Friday. It's an off week. Just got off a bye week for the Vols, and now we're heading into a bye week for the Devils. Yeah, you're welcome, D4. And I can even do better. It sucks we had all that noise going on in the background. I did the same thing for Josh Quillen with his boys. I've done the same for Chad Cannon, and I'm working on doing maybe some of the same. God almighty, my stump is itching me to death right now. Doing the same for Quentin Brandon, who is a punter and kicker at Greenville, and caught his first freaking pass this weekend. How damn cool is that? Seriously, how freaking cool is it that the kicker got to catch a pass? And I thought I had a picture of it on here. I know. Oh, no wonder it ain't gonna let me see it there. Let's see if I can find it here. Hang on. Here we go. I didn't take this picture. Here we go. There he is. David Painter took that picture, I believe. What an awesome picture, though. And he posted that on Facebook today, and I'm pretty sure they probably sent that to Quentin and his family, because that may be the only catch that young man ever catches. And that could be Clemson's punter and kicker right there for Billy Paul. Ask D4, man. The kid can boot the damn ball. He has upped his game this year. We got a 15-yard penalty on one play when we scored. They backed him up to the 30, or 25. We kicked off from the 40. They backed him up to the 25, and he still put it in the end zone. Got that on video. You can hear my brother in the background. Yeah, his punting has been, God, man. The kid's on fire, and you guys need help bad at kicking. No, I wouldn't be better. Now, Lawtide might be better than me and better than what you guys got. But no, I think, I know it's different when you step up a level. D4 might disagree with me. I'm not sure. I think this kid could help y'all, because once he gets into college, he's only going to get better if he gets the right coach around him. I don't know what your special teams coach is like over there. But this kid is legit. He's gonna kick somewhere in college, I would just about bet you. And we've had some kickers in the past that have kicked at small places like Tusculum. C.J. Jones kicked somewhere. It might have been Tusculum. We had another, what was it? Eli Shepard kicked at Tusculum. And this kid right here, he'll be kicking somewhere next year, I guarantee it. And it won't be in Greenville. By that, I mean it won't be Tusculum, I don't think. I hope not. I hope he gets some good looks, at big schools, because he deserves it. Not only can he kick the absolute dog doo-doo out of a football, he's just a good kid. Every time I go to practice, he's the first kid that greets me out there. And he's just a good kid. Stay tuned. The branded name might become even more synonymous on this channel here in the near future. If my crystal ball works out like I hope it does. Not my crystal ball, not my Mario crystal ball, We all know how that shit works out. Not too good. I don't want Mario's crystal ball anywhere near my football team at any level. So there you go. What's up, Hoghead? Hey, you just getting here, Hoghead? You missed me talking about Clemson's recruiting coordinator being from Greenville. I find that amazing. It just blows my mind. I had no freaking idea. I don't even know if D4 knew that. He probably did. Anyway, I got that picture up there. So yeah, that's the place right there, Hufferbilly Paul, Burley Stadium, where it's all going down. We're done this year at Burley Stadium in the regular season. Now we got at least one home game guaranteed in the playoffs, maybe two. D4, correct me if I'm wrong. Even if we were to somehow screw up and go up to Elizabethton and lose, I think our first two games might still be at home, but we're not losing. So any of y'all that happen to be here from Elizabethton, put that little piece of bulletin board material in your coat pockets and take it to Mr. Witten and tell him, look at what BBD said. BBD talking that crap again about us, Coach Witten. Can you believe it? That guy just never shuts up about us. He's always got something bad to say about us, Coach. What are we going to do about that? I'm going to tell you what you're going to do about it. Absolutely squat. You're going to show up at Citizens Bank Stadium 2 weeks from this Friday night, and you're going to take a devil butt whooping. That's just all there is to it. We're geared up. We're geared up. We're geared up. We got one more, excuse me, we've got one more cream puff to play. And I know the coaches will probably say, no, watch it, BBD, they're not a cream puff. These guys can sneak up and bite you. No, Northview Academy ain't sneaking up and biting nobody, especially the Green Devils. Elizabethton beat them 45-7. What's that tell you? Where was that game, D4? Was that at Citizens Bank Stadium or whatever theirs is called? Let's see. I know we're supposed to be talking about the Aggies, but it's not. I'm not talking trash, Marlboro. I'm talking straight facts. Did I say this wasn't a trash talking channel anymore? I might have been talking trash when I said that. Is that what they're calling that thing now, D4, Wittenfield? Already? And let me ask you this. D4. Let me get your opinion. But they're only 7-0. Did Elizabethton have a game get lightninged out too? 7-0, 8-0. The Greenville game would make 9-0. They got Volunteer this weekend. Bless Volunteer's heart. That's going to be a good. I might stream that game since I won't have nothing to do. Me and Sports Talk Jay are talking about doing a stream Friday night since I don't have a game to go to. I might get on an FHS and stream a high school game just for kicks, just for fun. I'll do it for Puckett. I'll do it for Mr. Puckett. He likes them high school games. Oh, they did? Wow. Okay. Huh. Yeah, so we're not the only one that's got some stuff canceled this year. D4, you want to come in here for a few minutes till my man Jason gets here? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll drop the link. And there you go. There's a link if anybody wants to come in and talk for a while till Jason gets here. Jason loves to talk. That man can do some talking. Where's the Tundra, Jerry Wells? What high school stadium around here is called the Tundra? What am I missing out on? Uh-oh. I got to make sure I'm not bleeding from the stump area. It looks like I might be. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Well, I cover that up the best I can. I'll fix it after the stream. Nothing major, just a little wound. Got my what's up, D4?
What's going on?
How you doing, brother?
I'm hanging in there.
Good. Did you know that Jordan was the recruiting coordinator at Clemson? Did you know that, or
Jordan who?
Jordan Sorrells?
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? I just found out today. I was talking to one of my physical therapists, and she was talking about how her son and Quentin Brandon and the coach, Quentin's dad, all those guys went over to Clemson on a recruiting visit this weekend because Brad Sorrells' grandson is a recruiting coordinator at Clemson. I'm like, what?
That's
I
crazy.
didn't know that. That's crazy. Angry Titan says, show your face before.
Why?
Yeah, why? You got an affinity for, well, look at him, clean shaven before. Damn, what caused that?
My wife.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah. Let's see, I keep telling TB to get his degree finalized and get on with Dabo at Clemson. Well, now you got a face with the name, Angry Titan. I thought people had seen D4 on here before. He's been on, hell, he started on this channel, didn't you? I mean, this is first channel you were ever on YouTube. First channel a lot of people were ever on, folks. Keep that in mind. This is where it all started right here. The OG. Right here, the OG of YouTube, the Orange Gorilla.
We got my 11-year-old's team. We got to go to Bristol to Tennessee High and play Saturday in the playoffs.
Up in Castle?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
We win that game, we're in a championship game.
That'll be a cool little experience for him.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that Greenville will ever get back up there. But that'd be a cool little experience for him. So, do you guys play Texas A&M this year? I know you're going to get back to that old rivalry here in the future.
Next year.
Okay. Looking forward to that, I bet.
Yeah. I mean, the annual beatdown, yeah.
There you go. That's what I'm hoping is going to happen here Saturday. This is a big game for Tennessee. I mean, I know Texas A&M's not Alabama or hell, even I started to say Florida. That they're nowhere on Georgia's level or anybody like that we got in the future. But this will be the toughest team.
You put them in tight games, they fall apart.
Yeah, well, if we can run on them, we're going to be fine. If we can't run on them like Alabama couldn't, and they force Milton to throw the ball, we might be in trouble.
Well, you know, it makes a world of difference having Mays back because that's your field general. Like I tried to explain to you when you really didn't, understand what the big deal with him being out was. That's your field general, your offensive line. He makes.
I get it now.
Yeah,
I get it. He's the quarterback before the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, touches the ball every play. He's got to know the blocking scheme.
Yep. Well, he's the only player on the field that touches it every single play on offense. Sometimes the quarterback don't even touch it on offense.
If they go Wildcat
yeah. I see it. I'm trying to think. Do we have a Wildcat play where we put somebody back there to direct snap it to?
If I were you, I'd use D. Williams in that spot. Use him as a Wildcat runner.
Yeah, but the only thing about that is if he comes in, everybody's going to know that's what's going on.
Well,
and I mean, most people know anyway.
Everybody's going to know if they line up somebody besides Joe Milton back there. Oh, they're probably running.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what they could do is maybe to completely avoid the whole knowing factor is maybe line D up at receiver a little bit here and there. Not throwing the ball, just let him run some routes. Or line him up back there beside Joe Milton and have him direct snap it to him.
Right.
That would be interesting. Mays can do it. I wouldn't trust what's his face to snap it off center. What was his daggone name? Who? Ollie Lane. Is that right? Am I saying his name right? Yeah. Ollie Lane. With a name like Lane, that should have told me everything I know, because my cousin took his name as Lane. No relation. Tennessee will beat A&M. I guarantee it. Well, shit. There's no point in even watching the game. Angry Titan guarantees it. It's a done deal. How long you been on here tonight, D4? You probably seen Archie's video, haven't you?
No, I didn't get to see it.
You didn't? Well, damn. That means I'm gonna have to show it again. Dadgummit. I hate that.
I love that dog.
Here you go.
Raggedy ass aggies. Roll Tide my ass. I came back to life just to say, screw you, Bama, bitches.
I love that dog.
He was cool, man. He got on my last damn nerves the last few years of his life because he was a needy old man like myself. So, but the day he left me, man, I started missing him immediately.
Yeah, we had our 15-year-old pit, Jules. Man, she lasted till she was 15. And the wife thought it was going to be a good idea to get another one after her. But this dog looks just like Jules. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. So we got her and everything. And I'm just like, no matter what that dog does, I'm like, you're not Jules, bro. Sorry.
Nah, it's a totally different dog, totally different personality. You didn't know that, Augusta Gator? Shit, that's been, a year now, maybe? I think I ought to know the date, but I'm terrible at dates. I know it's been about a year. Yeah.
I just want to put this out there. He started going really downhill after he snuggled up to Chess's ass in the living room.
That's kind of true, but when he really went downhill was when he went and got groomed. The only time I ever took that dog to get him groomed, he died a damn week later. And I don't care what anybody says. I think he picked something up there because it ended up being an infection that took him out.
Yeah,
I just wasn't smart enough to see that and get him to the vet soon enough.
Well, when that, you don't really, you're not a doctor,
Did you lose your train of thought, or?
No, did I cut out?
Yeah, you just said you don't really.
Oh, I said you don't really know. You're not a doctor, so you can't really, you can't. You're not used to look. You're just used to him being there. You're not used to looking for signs of stuff.
He had horrible breath. Okay, and that's normal for poodles when they get older. He had terrible breath, and sometimes we'd get a whiff of his breath from across the room and be like, oh my God. Well, that's what I started smelling. And we were all smelling it. We were like, my God, And then he started having trouble holding his head up. And I thought, well, my first thought was old age was taking him out. And sure enough, we figured out that it was his leg, we think, is what got infected, because Tony tried to trim him before we took him to the groomers, and he nicked his leg.
So Tony did it, you mean?
Yeah, it's Tony's fault.
Yeah.
I think he felt bad for a while about it. But I mean, the problem was we bandaged him up. Okay, we had a good bandage on him. He started chewing at it. So I put an even better bandage on him where he was going to have to chew that bandage completely off to get to it. And he couldn't, so he gave up. And like a week later, I unwrapped it and looked at it, and it was pretty much healed over. But I went ahead and wrapped it back up just to make sure and sent him to the groomers. And then when he got back, it was like the next day he started going downhill.
Right.
It was awful, man. Bless his little heart.
Angry Titan, thank you for your daughter's service, buddy.
Oh, cool. I mean, not cool that she's in Iraq, but tell her we said thank you. That's pretty cool. My daughter's 23 years old, and she came back to her 2-year-old self today and sang a song for me. You want to hear it, D4? Yeah.
Hey, boys and girls, this is baby Cave. I'm gonna sing for you. Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top. Woo! Rocky Top, Tennessee. Love you, mate.
It's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Who's Texas got this week?
The bye week.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, you guys shouldn't struggle too much with that.
No. At least learn to call a timeout with 30 seconds left to get your defense adjusted.
Well, you know, some people don't know to take a knee when they're supposed to. Some people don't know when to call a timeout. I mean, hell, some coaches don't even know to make sure there's 11 players on the field. That's the one that gets me.
Some people got 15, some people got 10.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen that at Tennessee too. My best woo is not very good, Taylor. So you'll get no woo from me, sir. Woo! How's that? I'm not wild tied. I can't break my. What's that wrestler's name?
Ric Flair.
Yeah, I can't break out my Ric Flair for you.
You gotta kind of like get your inner. Woo!
See, now that's a good woo right there. That would work out perfect in Neyland. If everybody did that, holy God.
The only thing I don't like about it, that's what Elizabethan does after a big play.
Oh, yeah, they do the Ric Flair thing, yeah.
Yeah,
I hate everything about that place up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be trash talking channel, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm not talking trash. I'm just telling you how I feel. Like, we've had success up there, but it's always a struggle. And it'll probably be a struggle in 2 weeks, but I think we're going to go up there and win.
Well, the thing about it is I watch Tom Taylor's sports show, and he said at least during that middle school championship game, at least 15 times he said, we sure don't like each other, but we respect each other.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like Alabama and Tennessee, gentleman's rivalry.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Witten did give Greenville credit when he won his first state championship, so that was respectable of him, I guess. I mean, he said it best. We learned from Greenville, that you got to get physical and get in that weight room, and that's what they did. So.
Yeah, I mean, just speaking for my kid alone, the transformation of his body from 8th grade to now is crazy.
It is crazy. I've noticed it too. Just seeing him at practice, I'm like, damn, the B4 getting some guns on him. Is he drawing in the women yet?
Yeah.
My damn it, I was hoping he wouldn't. You get focused on that and forget about football.
Oh, he's got this one little cheerleader after every game. We gotta take a picture.
High school football life, gotta love it. Jason Ken to Butch. Jason, no, I doubt it. Highly, very seriously. I doubt it. Angry Titan wants to know, are you a bigger Greenville fan or Tennessee fan? That's a fair question, Angry Titan. It's a twofold answer, okay? I'm a bigger Tennessee fan because I've been a Tennessee fan since my memory started. Because I'd hear my dad listening to John Ward, my papa listening to John Ward. But my papa took me to my first ever football game when I was 5 years old. Guess where that was? Burley Stadium. So I got a pretty good love for both of them, Titan. That's really the only way. It's really the only way to answer that. Who would I rather see it? Well, Tennessee, of course. Yeah, if if I had to make the choice, who wins a natty or a statey, give me the natty this year. And oh shit, I don't know though. See, my boy Corbin Cannon's only got 1 year to win the state championship. Can we not just both win it, Angry Titan? Can we do that?
I'd rather see my boy win a state championship than Texas ever win a state national.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I didn't have to worry about that with Kayla. She was a color guard girl at West Green. They weren't winning nothing. She got to see him win the milk can. I tried to get her to go to Greenville, but wasn't happening. Now, don't want to leave my friends. You ain't got any friends, damn it. How many of them friends you have? How many friends you had in middle school? You still got as friends now, Kayla? None. All right. So, but she had a lot of fun. She met some really cool people.
I mean, it's fine as long as you're not trying to get looked at for anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she was never going to college. She just didn't have the grades. There's my boy Jason. Right on time, 38 minutes late. What's up, Jason?
What's up? Yeah, I was trying to get my, we had a class today here, and oh God. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, can we go anytime here? Oh, no, we've got a few more things to cover, bro. I'm like, okay.
Well, whatever class you in, I assure you is more important than doing a stream with me.
No, hell, I love it, man. I consider it's like being on stage with comedy. It's something I look forward to doing. So.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. D4, you want to hang out in the back room for a little bit, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, y'all just do your thing, and I'll listen.
All right, buddy.
How you doing, D4?
Pretty good, brother. How are you?
I'm good, man. Good. We're playing your little brother this weekend.
Oh yeah. We don't take up for little brother. We just let him get his ass beat.
As it should be.
As it should be.
All right, see ya.
We'll see you in a minute if you want to come back, D4.
All right, brother.
All right, see you. So what's going on in your world besides class today, my friend?
Oh, man. I always love it telling people I'm from Tennessee, and they're like, have you ever kissed your cousin? I'm 5th grade, but we don't count that. So.
Was it 5th grade for you? It was 3rd grade for me. I got started early.
we were playing house, and it turned into trailer.
There you go. You were playing doctor, and it turned into Alabama.
Yeah, it was like, hey, we got the same last name. Why not just keep it in the family?
What's up, Vic? Good to see you. Billy Cole in the house. I didn't skip anything, sir. I was just busy answering someone's question. I can't see every comment everyone leaves, sir.
Dude, you're on fire right now. I've been watching your live streams. It's great stuff.
Well, I appreciate that. Spread the word, man. I'm trying to get this thing built back up. Did you see where my dog?
An STD.
Did you see where my dog came back to life?
Your dog?
Yeah, my dog.
What happened?
B-O-G. Watch.
Raggedy ass aggies. Roll Tide my ass. I came back to life just to say, screw you, Bama, bitches.
Damn.
Yep. Hey, went right back to the grave.
That little bastard dog. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that really your dog?
Yeah, that was really my dog.
Oh, man.
Just like this is really my daughter. Watch.
Hey, boys and girls, this is baby Caleb. I'm going to sing for you. Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top. Woo! Rocky Top, Tennessee. Love you, mate.
Have y'all, I got to ask, though, all day long when I'm in class, I've been thinking about this. And, I mean, is the Miami deal the worst call in your life in football history?
I don't know about football history. I've seen some pretty boneheaded plays.
It's up there.
It's definitely. Oh, this year it takes the cake, the whole cake, the entire cake.
I'm talking about the whole cake for the history. I've never seen anything. It's up there with like Les Miles with 8 minutes to go against Ole Miss sitting on the ball. I remember that one. Derek Doolittle. I've talked to my buddy David Cole about this one out of Crossville, Tennessee. Derek Dooley sitting on the ball on the 40 against Mizzou. First time we ever played Mizzou. You got a quarterback in Tyler Bray that could throw it from Vegas to freaking Oak Ridge, and you're going to sit on the ball on the 40-yard line.
It happens.
So, yeah.
Just you didn't see this either. This is not an app or anything like this. Check that picture out. That's our kicker for Greenville catching the only pass he's ever caught in his life on senior night.
That's beautiful.
Friday night.
Oh, that's awesome.
49-yard pass.
That is beautiful. That is something he'll never forget, and a lot of people, his teammates, will never forget.
That's right. That's a fact. That's a great picture that guy took, too. David. Shout out to David Painter.
Well, let me tell you something, man. You know, you can't go back. You can't change things. I've talked about before. I had all the potential in the world to
Here we go.
To do it. You know, no. You see, man, if they just would have put me in the game, I was a backup quarterback, we would have won state.
Well, I mean,
no,
you know.
No, I'm joking. That's from Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, okay.
Uncle Rico.
I thought you were being serious because you're always talking about, you know, when you were younger and.
I just. Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just busting your chops, by the way.
Yeah, I know you're busting my balls. I'm just saying is, if I could tell any kid out there that would actually listen to go to practice, to suck it up, to if you want to play, you play. When you're out there, I mean, there's so many things I guess we all would do, but man, it would have been working out. I mean, I had the frame of, it was just incredible how much potential I had, but potential only goes so far, you know?
Yeah, no, potential's never won any kind of championship, so.
No, it sure ain't.
Do you remember what Hoghead's talking about in the comments?
No, what's he saying?
I don't remember that. What about Butch having Dobbs take a knee on 3rd and 6 against Florida when a first down would have iced the game? I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. Yeah. I think I was probably there.
I believe you, Hoghead. I just don't remember it. What about Joe Milton running out of bounds on 4th down?
Oh, Jesus.
And then running out of bounds this year on a 2-point conversion.
These are players. Then you have Reggie Ball throwing the ball out of bounds on 4th down against Georgia. I don't know if people remember that one, but I mean, there's a lot of bonehead players. I'm talking about coaching decisions.
Yeah,
it was just. I mean, dude, you got the game. What are you doing?
I've seen it happen in the past where, you know, teams would seemingly have the game won and do just what happened the other night, run the ball. But now
Herm Edwards and Joe Pisarcek
with 30 seconds left and the other team having no timeouts, you've got to take
timeout.
A knee. I mean, that's.
Do you remember that one, by the way?
No, I never remember Pisarcek.
Giants game where the ball, Herm Edwards, you play to win the game, recover the fumble against the Giants. And that's like one of the all-timers. And all New York had to do was sit on it in that one, and the ball goes up off the AstroTurf, goes up in the air, and Herm Edwards gets it and runs it in for a touchdown.
I don't remember that.
I'm probably obsessed with football.
I remember stupid stuff like David, I think the Dallas offensive lineman that was he's a defensive lineman, was returning a fumble against Miami on Thanksgiving Day, and he held the ball out. The guy knocked it out of his hands before he crossed the goal line. Didn't cost him a game.
Leon Lett.
Yes, Lett. That's his name. Leon Lett. That's right.
And he did it against the Dolphins.
Oh, God, Timothy.
And all he had to do was just leave the ball alone.
Look at this. Jarrett Garantano going rogue against Alabama and fumbling.
Oh, God. Don't even go there. Lucky they even let that dude right back on the damn bus.
I was down at Law Tides the night that happened, and that's where I'll be in 2 weekends.
Down in Marion County.
Assuming I survive surgery next Monday. So
what surgery you got going on?
I got to get this stent removed from my liver again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what started everything the last time. But I got faith. It's being done in Johnson City by a doctor that's already been inside my body once. He knows what's going on in there. He's done been in there probing around. So,
how's that leg doing?
It's doing fine. It's bleeding right now because I'm a dumbass. I can't stop scratching it when it itches.
Yeah.
So when I get done with this stream, I got to go patch up some spots that are bleeding on it, which for a diabetic is not good, you know.
Well, yeah. You know, they say that if you tried that keto diet, that could reverse diabetes.
Okay, what's the keto diet? I've heard of it.
Keto diet is when it's like that Tim Tebow diet that you don't eat anything other than, it's the caveman diet. It's like you don't eat any bread, you don't eat any of that stuff. No, you eat meat, cheese. This might be, obviously, I'm not a doctor, but
dairy tears me up right now, but I can't stop.
Meat.
Milk is one thing that just goes right through me, and
might be one of those things you want to talk to your primary care doctor about.
Yeah, it'd be a good idea, but you know.
Yeah.
That would be an idea for a patient with good common sense, which I have none of.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know, Jason. I want to do the right things and eat the right foods, but it's hard when you don't have any teeth. Like salad, I love salad. If I had my teeth back, I would be eating salad all day, every day.
What's it going to take to get teeth back? I mean, in some capacity.
But it's not going to happen.
Oh, you don't want to do the false teeth or whatever?
No, I would have to have surgery to get all these nubs and stuff removed from underneath my gums. And that's a surgery I don't want to go through because it would be a lot of bleeding.
It would be.
Recovery time would be rough, and unless I were to get implants, I want no part of false teeth, man.
I got you.
I mean, it'd be nice to be able to bite into an apple or, eat an ear of corn without having to cut the corn off the ear.
Yeah.
It ain't worth all the trouble I would have to go through to get there.
I had a tooth knocked out when I was a kid and to come to find out that when they give you a root canal, all that is just basically removing your teeth, and it's just putting a time clock on your tooth because it will die. And eventually I had to have it taken out, and boy, you talk about rough. Oh my God, an American flag in Vegas. Now everybody looks at me and flips me off. American flag in Vegas. That's not the norm.
I was going to say,
no.
Dangerous
oh my God,
or something?
No. No, well, I walked around one day several times with an American flag, and one day I walked by like Valley High School. You can look it up on GPS. It's very, very Hispanic. And they said, "Hey, what you doing around here? What you doing with an American flag?" I'm like, I'm walking. Where you from? You sound funny. I'm like,
Were you not listening, Marlboro Silver 72? Were you not listening to what I just said? Did you not listen to the whole thing? No, I don't want to deal with going through that surgery and having all this crap cut out of my mouth. No, yeah, so you're right. Yeah, I don't want to deal with it. There you go.
Yeah.
To answer your question. And what's wrong with that? You know, because I don't want to deal
That's
with
your
injuries.
choice.
Yeah. So, because you might not want to smoke a Camel, that's your choice. Don't smoke a Camel.
Don't be smoking camels, buddy.
You might want to smoke a Camel's butt. For all I
You
know,
might want to.
I wouldn't
Hey,
suggest it or recommend it.
so
But
so I got to know what your, because I've been thinking about this all day long, man. I take this. I love being on here. I've told all kinds of people about it because I take this as serious as when I had 2 radio shows, one in North Georgia and then one in the Chattanooga area, and I take this stuff serious. So I want to hear about some football from your perspective.
what do you want to hear about?
I want to hear.
I think we're going to have a hard time running the ball on Texas A&M. I don't think we'll have a hard time like Alabama did to the point where we only have 23. If we finish the game Saturday and we've only got 23 yards rushing, we're beat. I mean,
we're gonna have more than 23 yards.
Rushing. Yeah, because I think our running game is totally different than Alabama's. Where Heupel's going to spread it out. He's going to get that. He's going to get that defense spread out, and he's going to create running lanes and places for our guys to go. And we're going to have over 150 yards rushing, and people in Texas, their jaws are going to hit the floor. How in the world did they get that many rushing yards against our great front seven? Well, guess what? You know, it happens. Deal with it. Hell, Milton might even have his first 300-yard game Saturday. You never know. They may force him to. We'll just see. I think if I was saying this before you got on here, if they force Milton to pass like they did Milroe, we could be in trouble. But, I mean, nobody knows yet. Joe Milton still hasn't played his best game yet. I don't know if he will with a bum leg.
Well, as a defensive end, that was my position. You love just crushing the quarterback. I think we're going to rock Johnson. He has no mobility. He likes to go to his left, and that'll run him right into James Pierce. So
yeah, he don't want none of that.
No,
we're definitely going to get after him.
I really think that we're going to put it on him. I think that Florida game was, here's a big word for you, an anomaly. I think we're going to
use that word all the time, sir. Thank you very much.
Who, I do?
I do.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah. Well, I'm a big word dropper, okay?
All right, a big word dropper.
BVD ain't just a dumb, toothless hillbilly. I'm a toothless hillbilly that drops big words every now and then.
But I really think, man, that Florida game was just going into a hornet's nest. I mean, look what they did. They haven't done anything since they beat us. They barely beat. I mean, I guess, what was it, three touchdowns or something around there? But I watched the game. They didn't dominate Florida, didn't dominate Vandy. So no. I'm not that impressed. So
did you know that Graham Mertz is still the most accurate passer in the SEC?
Have you noticed how many passes that he throws like Joe Milton? And I'm just being honest here.
I'm saying he's throwing at 80% right now.
Yeah, that's but he's also. I mean,
think about this off season and everybody was saying about Florida. Oh, Graham Mertz is terrible.
Yeah.
He's the worst quarterback in the SEC. Well, he may be. Let's see. Top SEC QBs 2023. Let's see. I hope it'll pull up the one I was looking at on Jay's channel the other day.
Yeah.
That's the one I want to pull up, but I don't know if it's gonna.
Well, I'll tell you this too: is ETN didn't play either. So, I mean, I just, man, I haven't seen. Carson Beck came out looking like Beavis and Butthead, come out looking like Butthead, and the dude is just slinging it. And I mean, I can't remember the last time Georgia had this kind of passing game. It wasn't there when Stetson Bennett was there.
Georgia's coming around, man. People don't want to hear that. Tennessee fans
they don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Here we go. I found it. Jaden Daniels, of course, is the top QB in the league, and it's really not even close. He's almost, well, that's not true. Carson Beck is catching him. And Brady Cook. Shit, Brady Cook's right behind him.
Jackson Dart ain't bad either.
Jackson Dart, 1,638 yards, 64%. That's not very good, but it's still better than Joe Milton, who's at 63.
Yeah.
Graham Mertz, 1,474 yards, 80% completion percentage. That's pretty daggone good, man.
Yeah.
For somebody that was going to be terrible.
As much as I hate to say it, though, man, right now, I think unless something changes and we just figure something out to get to another level, it's going to be Georgia and Bama again.
Yeah. Gus Gator, that guy brought up Florida, not this guy.
I brought up Florida.
Yeah, he brought him up. So don't get on me about it. I ain't still talking about you.
Well, you can get on. He can get on me all he wants because a true Gator fan that knows football knows that Tennessee was the better team. Just walked into a doggone hornet's nest down there.
Yeah, I can tell you from knowing Augusta Gator, he don't want to hear that. All he knows is they walked out 16-point winners.
Listen, again, Tennessee was the better team as usual, but
not that
Florida just has something on. Well, what I'm saying is on paper, and you don't play the game on paper. But we walked into that. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know if we need to take the team down there for a week to get acclimated to the weather. I don't know what it is. But you've taken Peyton Manning, Heath Schuler, T. Martin. I mean, on and on and on. Casey Clausen was the only quarterback in modern history to win 2 games in a row.
Today, Jason?
Is it bad?
It's terrible. I just haven't said anything. It's real loud and like modulating. Yeah, just talk. You don't have to. It's almost like you're yelling.
Oh, okay. So I'm like Slim Shady right now.
No, Slim Shady you can hardly hear.
You can hardly hear. I'm on I'm on headset driving right now. Is that better?
You don't have to yell. It's sometimes on those headsets you feel like you have to yell to come across.
You know me. I get excited already. But anyway, Casey Clausen, 2-0 in the swamp. God knows that was 20 over 20 years ago. It was 20 years ago.
Barbara says you're not the better team if you lose. There is no debating, and I agree.
Yes, there is. There is.
No, that day we were not the better team. You can't say we were the better team.
But overall, we are a better team than Florida. It's just every time we go there, we can't beat Florida.
And that's just a fact of life, unfortunately, for us Tennessee fans.
I don't know if it's the weather in Knoxville that you just go to I've been there once. You go down there and you just fall apart. I don't know what it is.
Right. While you're in here, Augusta Gator, by the way, I got the repair guy on from Jones Adaptive, and I've got, you know how it is, man. I got to go through the process. I told him about talking to you, and so I'm at least I'm getting to avoid some of the process. Like he knows that I know it's the joystick. We've come to that agreement, Now we're just going through all the particulars for paperwork and insurance. And you know how that shit can drag out. Kind of like losing to Florida. It just drags on and on and on and on. You know, that's kind of what I'm going through. But I get what you're saying. I think Tennessee probably does have a better football team than Florida. But on that day, they beat our ass.
They did. And they did. I've never seen a team. I'm sorry.
It was mainly for just one freaking quarter. It was 6-minute stretch of one quarter, but that's what Florida does to us.
60, and here's another thing too is you could do a freaking conspiracy theory show about this, that the 62-yard touchdown that ETN ran, the 63-yard throw that Felipe Franks, and I was there unfortunately, threw against us, and then the 63-yard touchdown that I transferred to West Virginia in 2015 and was a quarterback there in 16. I'm thinking was from Charlotte, went to the Carolina Panthers. But there is something going on.
I mean,
there.
the Felipe Franks thing, yeah, that was kind of, I can't say fluky because our secondary just was bad out of position.
Have you ever heard what I heard, that Butch Jones is the one that called that play? And I don't know if it's true, but I like it because I don't like Butch Jones. So.
I don't know. I mean, I just know that there's something going on in Gainesville that prevents us from winning down there.
I'm ready.
In years like this year, where on paper we have the better team, but you know,
I'm ready.
And that's a good point. That's a good point, Augustigator. Let's move on from this stupid Florida talk because I hate talking about Florida.
How can you be a Florida fan and want to get away from talking about the team that you support on your?
That dude, he's got season tickets. He's a real Florida fan, trust me.
Well, I mean, golf clap. Congratulations.
Yeah. Well, you don't get what he's saying? Us, as Tennessee fans, shouldn't be talking about a game that happened a month ago.
We should, because it's something, it's just something that it boggles the mind. It's like the Red Sox couldn't.
We're just going to have to agree to disagree on this one.
I know. Well, the Red Sox couldn't beat the Yankees from what?
The off-season, that's when you talk
to like 90-something? Well, no, I mean, we're still in the season, so it's part of the season.
I mean, we're clearly going to end up having a better year than Florida. I don't think
we'll see, man.
There shouldn't be any question about that. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But Tennessee the damn canoe could flip over on us this weekend. And one loss turns into two, and two losses.
And then you go to Bama, and then you go to Kentucky, and Kentucky ain't a bad team. I mean, you know, it could get ugly, but I don't see it, but I hope not.
Yeah. And it's all going to depend on the quarterback play, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It really is.
you just hit the $10,000 answer right there. If we knew that before the season started, if Joe Milton, Tennessee was going to go as far as Joe Milton takes us. Period. Yep. Point blank.
Yep.
End of story.
And he's not.
I want to see.
It's not like Joe Milton's some horrible quarterback. He's got a little under 1,200 yards. He's 101 for 160. That's not good.
Yeah.
63. He's an average quarterback, in my opinion, right now.
And
statistically, he's below average. But
I'm trying to watch too about interrupting you because I know I get excited and I can't see you right now. But I was just going to say that that they're finally doing something. Those two interceptions were actually something that people need to be kind of excited about. The fact that they're removing the Jared Garantano situation from him, to where, if you remember, Jared Garantano wasn't allowed to throw in the middle of the field. The few times he did, and that was another thing too. I thought the kid had the heart of gold, but he got absolutely shell shocked by as much damage as he got put on him. But, you know, he threw in the middle of the field. Pick six that happened against Kentucky, you know.
Let me ask you this. And think real hard about your answer to this question, because you're going to get it wrong. I know you are. Is Joe Milton a better quarterback than Peyton? It's a trick question, because I'm talking about Peyton Thorne, the quarterback for Auburn.
Oh man, I tell you, dude. Yeah, okay.
I knew you would get the answer wrong, because I knew you'd be thinking about Peyton Manning.
All right, there, BVD, with your wizardry.
Peyton Thorne has got 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. He's got 643 yards, 62% passing, 6 yards per pass. His long is 41, which Joe's long is 55. So yeah, I could make a video about that and really make that. That would be clickbait. Is Joe? I'm going to do that.
Bye.
That's going to be a video for me tomorrow. Is Joe Milton better than Peyton? And I'm even going to spell Peyton the way Thorne spells it, Payton.
You just bye-bye me on that one.
I can already hear the comment. You spelled Peyton's name wrong, big dummy. Oh, did you
had me literally, my eyes were watering here off of that reaction.
Right.
When I heard Peyton, I was like, wait, dude, what did you just say?
Zachary's, he's like you. He's better than who? Okay. Who can throw the ball farther, Joe Milton or Peyton Manning?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, Jamarcus Russell or I mean, come on. Just because you can throw the ball hard or
still
deep.
in the NFL? For real?
Who?
Garantano.
No
way. Really, Angry Titan?
Yeah, he got cut, I thought, last. He didn't make a team this preseason.
Let's see.
Or is he still on there? I don't know. He pissed a lot of us off with the whole parent came out and running their mouths about Tennessee, but, you know, what can you do, I guess?
Let's see. Broncos promote Garantano to active roster, place QB or cornerback Darius Phillips on injured reserve. The Broncos have added a third QB to their active roster. When was this article? December. Okay. So who knows?
Yeah.
How is Jarrett Garantano in the NFL? After going undrafted in the 2022 draft, he signed after a rookie mini camp as a UDFA, undeclared free agent, I guess. Undrafted, my bad. With the Arizona Cardinals. Wow. What's with Cardinals getting all the damn former VOLS quarterback? No wonder we suck.
How's Dobbs doing right now?
He was doing great Saturday against the Bengals until he threw a pick six. And then he just came undone after that.
You know, you either got it or you don't. And unfortunately for Dobbs, he don't have it.
I'm not ready to say that. The dude's kept a job in the NFL for years. He's on a team now. It's a horrible team. So it really doesn't matter if he sucks.
He's smart. He's smart. He knows the playbook, this and that. But when you get him in there, he just doesn't have that elite
dude, he threw
ability.
A dime touchdown pass to put the Cardinals ahead of the Bengals. And I'm like, oh, right. Let's go.
And then the
Dobbs,
next throw.
And then on the next series, he throws a freaking pick six.
Because he's just missing that quality.
Well, it wasn't really, in his defense, it wasn't a terrible throw. It was a tip, you know. It was a little high, but what's the old saying? If it hits the receiver's hand, you should catch it.
I agree with that one.
But that was really an uncatchable ball. Joshua Dobbs. Cardinals Let's see where he's at right now, statistically speaking. Wow. 46% against the Bengals. Not good. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Yeah, can I get the
can we get
finger box combo with sweet tea?
Okay.
And extra sauce.
Okay.
That'll be it.
All right.
There we go. Holler at me when you get done ordering food for all of us, Jason. Let me go on about Dobbs. Game by game. First game, 70%, 132 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Next game against the Giants, 57%, 228 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. Cowboys game, 189, 1 touchdown, no picks. No picks all the way up to the Bengals game. Threw his first 2 picks of the year against the Bengals. Are you free for a second there, Jason?
Am I what?
Are you still sitting in the drive-thru?
No, hey, you can take the boy out of Tennessee, but you can't take him away from Raising Cane's. And I'll order, and they'll be like,
"Is that where you are now?"
Yeah, I'm at the drive-thru at Raising Cane's.
God, man, we got that when we were down in Athens. Sea-Dog wanted it. It was terrible.
Well, it's pretty good out here. It's just funny when I order. When I order, it's just, to me, I don't have like a hardcore, deep Southern accent. But when I talk out here, people look at me like I'm Huck Finn and just painted a fence or something.
Yeah. Well, you
I
do.
just dated myself, by the way. But hey, let me ask you this. Now, I hear what you're saying with the stats there. Or everybody that's in, what are we up to right now? Are we in the 40s, 50s viewers right
people? Now? Hell no, 22.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Lou's
I want
streaming,
to ask.
so that's where everybody is. Lou and Talking Balls are both streaming.
Okay. I want to ask you, by the way, you could see a pep. I'm being like your support guy now, but you could see a pep in how you're doing your lives and everything now. It's good to have you back. But my question is this, is who in Tennessee history, where would you place Dobbs for what he did at Tennessee? That's it.
Oh, my Lord. In the VOLS top, whatever?
Yeah.
Historically, I'd put him in the top 15.
Top 15?
Yeah, historically.
Thank you.
Maybe top 10.
Thank you.
Yep.
Did you know he did not have a quarterback coach his entire time at Tennessee?
Huh.
That's what I've read and been told. Now, he may have had one maybe his first year, but the OC was the quarterback coach.
A lot of times that's the case. I mean, who was his OC when he was here?
Wasn't it? It was like Bajakian.
Oh, yeah, one of them weird guys. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
having David Cutcliffe as an offensive coordinator would be a great QB coach for anybody.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But again, if he would have had somebody that was just specifically working on his quarterback skills, it's just a wonder how smart he is and just the kind of the worker that he is.
Yeah.
What he puts into it, what he could have done. I mean,
he had a really good career at Tennessee, and he's managed to stay on a team his entire career in the NFL. So, he may never win a Super Bowl. He may never even play in one. But the dude's making a living playing football, and making a good living.
Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I'm complete with you on that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm getting to a point like a lot of people And Uncle Lou said this, and other people said it, where when they leave
we almost made it through a show without hearing the words Uncle Lou. Damn it.
Well, didn't you just say earlier, you just said a few minutes ago, Uncle Lou.
I did.
People were listening. Yeah, you did.
Oh, well, that's because you asked me why.
Well, it's still his name. But anyway, Uncle Lou and other people, I'm starting to get...
Fine, blame it on me.
Yeah, blame it on you. I'm starting to get there where when they leave college, I'm telling you, man, maybe when the A's get here with baseball, but I'm just so over professional sports because it just doesn't even cut a lick to college with the pageantry and everything.
Professional football is the only pro sport that I watch with any regularity whatsoever.
Yeah.
Wow. As per the league's collective bargaining agreement established in March of 2020, NFL players' minimum salary measured up to $660,000 in 2021, which went up from 610 and 22. The minimum salary rose to $705,000 in 2022. This year, the minimum salary for an NFL player is $750,000. So all those guys, every single one of those guys you see sitting on the bench on Sundays are making almost seven figures. Unbelievable. Crazy.
Jeez.
Why couldn't we have been born?
Well, back in the day,
NFL backup players.
Yeah. Well, back in the day now, they used to only make I'm talking 15 years ago.
Yeah.
They were making like 150,000, 250,000, something like that. But it's changed.
2020, just 3 years ago, it's gone up $100,000.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean,
Inflation.
and that's just the league minimum.
Yeah.
You get drafted, I mean, you're a millionaire, period. Even if you're Mr. Irrelevant or whatever they call him.
Well, that was the thing about Laramie Tunstall a few years ago. People don't remember when they, whoever he pissed off. And I tell you what, if I was him, I'd have a list and I'd be praying every night that I apologize, God, but if I ever catch who did that to me, their ass is grass.
Yeah.
I mean, look how much money that cost him.
Yeah.
Where they put that video of him. I mean, there's a place in hell for somebody like that. I mean, there's just no way around it.
Right.
For doing somebody like that.
You got any closing comments? There really ain't no point in going on for another 30 minutes.
Well, I mean, I enjoyed. How long have I been on here now?
Almost an hour.
Have I really?
Yeah. You came on at 8:38. It's 9:20 right now.
Oh, okay.
Give me your final synopsis of Texas A&M.
Well, we know they can stop the run. We know they have a pretty decent team overall. They got a fairly good offensive line. Tennessee's just going to have to get after them. Going to have to carry on after what happened with South Carolina. Going to have to carry that over and going to have to just take care of business and control, go with the maxims, control the line of scrimmage. Who doesn't turn the ball over the least wins.
Team that makes a few mistakes wins.
There you go. And, I mean, that's what it's going to take, man. It's going to take Tennessee. Obviously not. I don't think anybody's going to be looking ahead to Bama, but what I do like in my final closing statement here is that we got to watch our coaches got to watch A&M and Bama in the same game, so you got to scout both of them at the same time, which was good. But yeah, man, I mean, just got to play Tennessee football. Got to play like we can play, and should be able to win, hopefully, and move on to the biggest game of the season. So, and this is the biggest game of the season, but the next game will definitely be the biggest game of the season.
Yeah, I mean, it's coach speak and cliche as all get out, but you got to go 1-0 every week.
You sure do, and
Just got to do
and
it.
you talk about the way Florida was ready for us. Imagine how Bama's going to be, and Bama's now running on all cylinders.
Oh, they're going to be, that place is going to be so jacked up for that game. It's going to be like we were against South Carolina, like Florida was for us, like Georgia was for Kentucky. I mean, you know, name your game, they're going to be super jacked out of their minds for that game.
What's the over-under of what they're going to play Dixieland Delight, you know?
Oh, who knows? I just, you know, I don't even want to think about that game.
I got you. Well, you know, the great thing is we got a good football team. You just got to be able to go in there and got to be able to handle your business and go from there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, as far as Tennessee goes,
we lost you. Hello, Jason. Jason? Well, folks, Jason E. Jones of the Jason E. Jones Show, we lost him, and we got to get by Texas A&M this week. There you are. You're back. I can hear you now. We lost you there for a few seconds, but
yeah, my phone connected to Wi-Fi on me without me knowing.
Yeah. Well, there you go, folks. You now know what's got to happen for us to beat A&M this week. Primarily, and neither one of us made this point, but the one thing that Tennessee has to do Saturday to ensure victory against Texas A&M, at the end of that game, they have to have at least one more point than South Carolina.
Boom!
So there you go. Now y'all know.
Appreciate you having me on, man.
Oh, always. We'll see you next Tuesday.
All right, y'all take care, and as BVD says, kiss your family members because you never know when you're not going to have them. So
that's close, but you're right. You are absolutely right.
Well, you know what I mean. I'm not going to take your line verbatim. So
you're good.
Okay.
LYMI. How about that? Love you, man.
Yes, there you go, man.
Talk to you soon, Jason.
All right, buddy. Bye.
See you, brother. All right, folks, that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Appreciate you stopping in and hanging out for a little while with us as we covered a little Texas A&M Tennessee football. You got to hear Archie come back to life. I mean, come on, folks. That alone was worth $1 million. You want to hear it one more time? Let's go out. Let's go out with it.
Raggedy ass aggies. Roll Tide my ass. I came back to life just to say, screw you, Bama, bitches.
Come on, Kayla.
Hey, boys and girls, this is BBD Baby Kayla. I'm going to sing for you. Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top. Woo! Rocky Top, Tennessee. Love you, mean.
Love you, mean it. Hug your mom and daddy. Go Vols. Screw y'all's team. We got Texas A&M this week. So we can buy that guy more jokes. Funny guy, Mr. Investigator. Hang on, Mr. Investigator. I know this is going to be pointless and futile, but I'll do it anyway. I know your stance on these type of things. But you never know, man. Could get lucky. There you go, Investigator, just for you. There's the PayPal and the Cash App. Wear them out, my friend. Now, you guys have a good one. I'll be back on here definitely Thursday night. What's going on this Thursday? Do I have anybody? I don't think I have anybody Thursday, but I'll be back on here. Might be back on tomorrow. You just never know. Hell, I might be on here every day. I might just stream every day till the end of time. What would be wrong with that? That'd be one way to grow your channel, wouldn't it? No, probably not. Maybe that might just make people sick of me. Anyway, love you, mean. I hug you, mom and dad.